Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway and another batch of goodies from Warley. So for this batch, I just picked up some odd bits and pieces from the pile. We got some vehicles here which we can quickly look at. A few unboxed private owner wagons here, and some mainline railways wagons that I picked up, were £5 each on one of the traders. I think these are all used. I don't think any of them are new, but they may be, who knows. We can look through them. And obviously these are used, as are these vehicles. And this particular one is a dinky taxi cab that I paid £5 for, and then having looked, these are going on eBay for £60, £80, even in this condition. So I think that was a pretty good buy. So I thought I'd start with the vehicles. These I think I paid £2 each for. This is obviously a Porsche. It's a 300B coupe. Not sure the exact provenance of this in terms of date, but I think it's late 50s, early 60s. Obviously MGB, which is going to be late 60s, early 70s. This is the earlier one, because we can see it's got the chrome bumpers on it. Probably not seeing it in the camera, but the number plate actually reads MGB 430, which is not absolutely going to give me a date, because that would date this MGB before they were actually produced. I don't think, I need to check on the dates they were produced, but I don't believe they were produced before the A license plates. And these two vehicles are both marked Hongwell as being the manufacturer, but they're neat, and they'll find a place on the layout somewhere. As I say, this one is dinky, and I don't know if you can see that. Dinky Toys, Meccano, England, and as I say, it's a taxi cab. It's in reasonable shape. It does have a bit of paint chipping going on here and there, but it's a nice dinky cab, and it does have a driver in it too. If you can see the driver there, but there's the taxi driver in the cab. This is taxi on it. So here we have three private owner wagons that I bought unboxed individually. This first one, Ellis and Everard, is a Bachmann branch line. I paid £6 for it, and then, as is the way that it happens, I walked around the corner and I saw one in a box for £5. But as I already bought this one, I decided just to let the other one stay. It seems in reasonable shape, even though it was unboxed. Adler and Allen, and this one, the couplings are pretty bent up on it, which I need to kind of straighten out a bit. Get a pair of pliers on those and fix them. This one I also paid £7 for. It does have a partial coal load in there, and I'm not quite sure on the manufacturer on this one. I don't see anything on it. I suppose I can look it up and try to understand who it's made by. It's fairly modern. It's got metal wheels and really nice printing on it. And this one, W.J. Rumbelow, Coal Merchant, Cambridge. Same provenance, I think, although this one does have plastic wheels on it, so it's probably going to be a little older. Also paid £7 for this one. So those are my three unboxed private owner wagons. On closer examination, these both say Hornby made in China. It's on the outside of the molding here and here. and I needed a fairly good magnifying glass to see it, but I think you may be able to see the Hornby logo there. So we'll take a quick look at the mainline ones. 5-plank Timson. The next one is a tank wagon LMS Creosote. This one is a 1-plank wagon NE. And this one is a 7-plank wagon patent nut and bolt. So let's open them up individually and take a look. Now, I maybe don't know as much about mainline wagons as I should. I do know that they come in with 2 different undercarriages on them. I think this is the earlier one. It has plastic wheels. Patent Nut and Bolt Company, and number 658 on there. These mainline wagons were nicely produced. This one I think is almost certainly used. It's got a lot of dust and dirt in it, but it's a nice example. Printing is still in very good shape. So, I don't know if we can focus on that and read it, but nice printing on there. So here we have the NE single plank wagon, low fit. We can read the numbers nicely there, and again I think this is the earlier under frame. It has the plastic wheels, but they're nice wagons, and you know, if the plastic wheels are a problem, we can always re-wheel them, I suppose. And you know, £5 a piece is a pretty good deal on these wagons, I think. And this is the last one, George T. Mason and Sons, 5-plank wagon, I think. Looks to be 5-plank. Again, nicely done. Bottom doors. Plastic wheels again, but I like to add to my collection of private owner wagons, and I don't believe I have this one, or if I do, I don't remember that I have it, and I did look on my list that I was toting around with me, and I didn't see it on there. So here we have the LMS Creosote mainline, and kind of find it interesting that I saw this and went, I have one, but the one I have is different. So I went and pulled out the one that I have, which is this one that, as we can see, has been weathered. I think it's basically the same, apart from the fact that this one has ladders on it and this one doesn't. It's always surprising to see some of the differences that occur here. The other thing is this one also has pipes on it, but those I think were added. Well, it's possible, I suppose, that somebody added the ladders, but it looks like the ladder actually is part of the molding on here. I think just a case of when these came out at different times, they were just slightly different. But anyway, so this is my LMS Creosote that I got. Of course, now that I just looked a little more closely at these tanker wagons, this one is actually a Dapol one. It's not a mainline one. It's got the date of 1994 on there, and it is Dapol Products Limited. And so it was a later version. You know, this one, as we can see, is the mainline version. And so that could well account for the difference between the two here in terms of the ladder. Thanks for watching another episode in my Warley finds. As usual, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe button to the top right, another video to the top left.